Hey guys, Henent 303 still here, and I still have Snolanda with me.
You do?
And
Where do you go?
no! I don't want to go in the damn house. Let me out of the house. Let me out of the. There we go. Okay.
The house wants you.
Nine. So now I'm gonna go see Bill.
And while on the way, I'm going to tell you all a story. This is why an octopus is more awesome than your mom.
What?
I give credit to the story by theoatmeal.com.
Hold on.
Oh?
Guys, Snowlander didn't clear that with me what he was gonna read. So,
What?
everything he's gonna say, I am hearing for the first time as well. Now,
And you'll
Snowlander-
enjoy it too.
Shut up.
Here we go. I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that you think your mother, or perhaps mothers in general, are pretty goddamn awesome. They scrub things, cook pot roast, produce shrieking little babies, which go up to be astronauts and prime ministers. When you got sucker punched in recess, she was there for you. When you accidentally peed your pants on the first day of school, she wiped away the tears. When the cat ate your favorite hamster and then barfed on your favorite pair of pajamas, she was your shoulder to cry on. Mothers sacrificed their own happiness for the better of their offspring. Like most universally things, however, there's always a better underdog. Enter the octopus. Comparing moms to an octopus would be like pitting an army of savages against one well-oiled Gatling gun sitting atop a hill. Mothers would charge the hill holding rocks and sticks. They'd roar righteous, compassionate battle cries of warriors who believe they are fighting for the better of humanity. They truly fight from the heart. Meanwhile, the Gatling gun would rotate twice semicircle and mow them down like fucking dogs. Moving on to birth. Others love to complain about childbirth. We've all heard it. I went in labor in the last 36 hours. Or, when I crapped out my last baby, it hurt like a son of a bitch. When an octopus mother gives birth, she blasts out nearly 200,000 babies and then hangs on to them with her tentacles. If food becomes low, she'll scoop them up like nachos and eat a few thousand in order to survive. I bet your mom never carried a few 100,000 infants in her arm, ate a few when she wanted a snack, now did she? Extra babies equals nachos. Size. Some octopus differ in size so greatly the father will never grow to be larger than an acorn. Meanwhile, the mother will mature to be the size of a human being, 150 pounds or so. The disparity in size would be like marrying a woman who grows to be the size of a dump truck. Impressive? You bet your fucking ass it is. Furthermore, when an octopus mother finally sets her spawn free, she doesn't hang around and become a mommy bigger who bitches all day about nothing. Instead, she'll wander off in a weakened state and get devoured by a large predator. The idea here being that once you perpetrate your own games, you don't have fuck all left to do, so you should just let yourself become food for the rest of the animal kingdom. This is a sentiment I fully endorse, and if our moms wanted to impress us, they'd take the hills and fight it out with mountain lions after our first birthday. An octopus doesn't sit around like an undersea lawn ornament, easily watching repeats of Mary Portovich or nesting. Octopuses are clever as hell and will entertain themselves by tormenting other sea creatures. This includes juggling crabs out of his tank at an overhead lamp. The burnout caused a short circuit of the entire aquarium, which disrupted the pumps and endangered the lives of all the other animals. Other octopuses have been found to use old coconut shells to build little houses for themselves on the ocean floor. So while the moms within are busy cleaning vomits off the seat of cheap minivans, octopuses are setting up undersea battle stations so one day they can win the war against all the other useless ass clouds floating around within the ocean. Unlike fish, which are dumb as shit, octopuses are insanely smart. They have both short and long-term memory, and in lab experiments they can be taught to differentiate shapes and patterns. They have also been seen to observe other octopuses and learn from their behavior. So, theoretically, if a dolphin bum rushed an octopus, he'd not only remember it, he'd stalk the dolphin and take a giant octo dump in his mouth while he slept. Did your mother ever exact revenge on a dolphin by cracking his gaping blue jaws? I don't think so. Suppose you asked your mother to take down a caribou. Were she an octopus, she'd become nearly invisible and slide up next to it. Once she was within a few feet, she'd spread out a massive cloud of black ink. Ink would create a screen that she can conceal her behind. And once close, she'd blast herself forward and encompass the caribou in a death grip. Her motion and strength propelled by the 2 of 3 hearts used to pump blood in the body. While gripping the caribou, her arms would have taste buds, so she'd actually know the flavor of the caribou long before it reached her mouth. These arms would also deliver a paralyzing venom, which would render the caribou unable to move but fully aware of its surroundings. Once paralyzed, she'd use her tongue, equipped with miniature teeth, to drill into the caribou and suck out all the delicious innards. If your mom was this awesome, she'd take down a caribou using her mouth. If you're an undersea predator, you'd well be advised not to fuck with an octopus. First of all, they're very difficult to spot, especially the ones capable of changing their skin to camouflage themselves. They can not only change the color of their skin, but the texture as well. They have tiny muscles which can constrict to appear like rough pieces of coral or pointy like seaweed. If spotted, they'll spray a cloud of ink in order to screw up a predator's sense of smell, or temporarily confuse them when they make a getaway. They have no rigid skeleton, so their flexible bodies can squeeze through any tiny spaces in order to capture. If caught, most octopuses are venomous to the predators, so even touching them can cause injury. There are also types of octopus which will tear the tentacles off of a Portuguese man-of-war, one of the most toxic and dangerous creatures on Earth. Being immune to the deadly sting of man-of-war, an octopus will then wield the stingers as a weapon against other predators. I still use the Portuguese a-hole, now I'm gonna fuck up all you bitches. If by chance a predator actually manages to get hold of an octopus is capable of letting a limb tear off in order to escape, a limb which will regenerate later on. If your mom could defend herself like an octopus, she'd evade being defeated by a mountain lion by simply letting him rip off her arms, at which point she'd flee to the forest and grow new ones. If the discard a body part tactic does not work, the octopus has a razor-sharp beak you can bite down with. I find it fitting that only the rigid part of an octopus body is the part you can use to shank other sea creatures. In conclusion, on one hand, we've got someone who blares Hakuna Matata in the car and shops for breast pumps. On the other, we've got a murderous, smart creature capable of the most despicably awesome acts in the animal kingdom. It can become invisible, regrow damaged wings, shrink to impossible sizes, solve complex problems, bind predators, paralyze prey, and generally fuck with every other creature you saw in The Little Mermaid. I'd say the picture is fucking obvious. The octopus. Ding, ding, ding. Now just remember, you all sitting around the computer right now, you just listened to the most ancient form of storytelling. You're welcome.
What, Google search and then read it yourself?
Pretty much, yeah. So, you can find other stories like that on theoatmeal.com. So, my favorite comment, 6 reasons to ride a polar bear to work. That's awesome. I mean, do I have time to read that? How much time do we have left?
Yeah, we got time.
Alright.
I still got this trainer to read.
Alright, number 1. It'll impress your fellow commuters. Polar bears can grow to be 10 feet tall, 3.1 meters, and weigh 1,500 pounds. About 680 kilograms. That's taller than an elephant and about half the weight of a compact car. Hey Bill, check out my new Vespa. It's just as dangerous as a motorcycle, and instead of looking cool when I ride it, I look like I gave my test clothes on a minivan. Oh yeah, check out my ride. It takes dumps the size of your kids. So number 2, a polar bear can haul ass. Polar bears can sprint short distances at 25 miles per hour, 40 kilometers per hour, which is almost as fast as the 100-meter world record holder Usain Bolt. Quick, the light is changing. Maximum warp on my mark. Engage! Number 3, polar bears are amazing swimmers. A polar bear's web feet can swim distances of over 100 miles at around 6 miles per hour, 9.7 kilometers per hour. That's more than twice the speed of Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps. Manatee right ahead. Activate Manatee murder mode. On my mark. Engage! Manatee armor upgrades. Nice one, polar bear. Polar bears can keep you warm. A polar bear's fur isn't actually white. Each hair is a clear hollow tube. The hollow hairs trap the heat and keep a polar bear's black, blubbery skin warm at a toasty 98 degrees Fahrenheit, 36 degrees Celsius. Dad, I'm cold. Go wrestle with the polar bear and make him a batch of bear juice first. Just mix walrus blood with purple Kool-Aid and put it in a sippy cup. A polar bear will never wrestle unless he's had his bear juice. A polar bear 5. A polar bear can go months without eating and still be awesome. If food is scarce, a polar bear can reduce its metabolic rate and enter a state of welcome hibernation. In this state, a polar bear can go months without eating, but still walk around and do things like sunbathing and partying. Eskimo hot potato, which is a popular name at a polar bear birthday party, is also very common with other types of bears. 6. Polar bears have stealth mode. Polar bears are invisible to infrared cameras because they have thick insulating fur which traps all their body heat. Hey, polar bear, Let's go peep in my neighbor's windows. I want to see some gargantuan boobies. Boobies are my favorite round object, with the close second being either nectarines or Ferris wheels. Thank you for listening to me, fellow Henentiers, or I forget the name of your channel, but that's all the stories I have.
Guys.
Gamer guys, and that one other chick who you were.
Yeah, that's Blacken's girlfriend.
Right.
Shmeh. She's a shmeh.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Well, that's really all the stories I have.
And I'll make sure I post a link to the stories down in the description so you guys can go read them yourself.
You should post a link to my YouTube channel even though I don't have any videos.
No, then I'm not going to. Your shoutouts being in 3 videos, so shut it.
You're a Debbie Downer. My YouTube video, like, I had a YouTube account, and it was Snolanda, but then that's kind of didn't work. So now I made a new one. It's called Mr. Snowball. So I don't have any videos up, but I'm gonna try and do a LP soon. I'm gonna ship, and if you want to, you too. But I'm not that good at recording Minecraft yet, so that's still in progress.
Well, this is gonna end the video. I just talked to Bill, kicked a little bit of ass, so as I always say,
Play nice now, kids.
wow, what a dick for stealing my line again.